Well, hello, everyone. Welcome to Bluminati Knights, a cool, calm collection of beautiful minds in the meme space. We've got Uncle Buster. We've got Nerdy X90. We've got Lower Level. We've got Optimistic Prime, Blue Umbrella Token, and King Uga. Welcome aboard. We are
Thanks
watching.
for having us.
You're welcome. This is Bluminati Knights every Monday night at 6:30. Welcome aboard. We've got a special video today. We're going to go ahead and show.
We're doing a show today? Bluminati Knights.
Oh, welcome.
I'll let your boy, man.
Welcome,
I had
Buster.
something come up. I was like, what? I thought you were going to play a longer video, bro. I'm like, oh, we're live.
Right? Exactly.
Welcome.
So we got a video today. Since Uga doesn't speak like on the spot, I'm going to go ahead and talk for him. There's a video today that we want to go ahead and show. But we'll wait a little bit, let some people come in here and get comfortable. Well, we want to celebrate all of our tokens. So we've got Bluminati token, of course. Optimistic Prime with their Blue Umbrella token.
But
Butt token. And then obviously Uga, if you know Uga. So we want to go ahead and celebrate and then congratulate you guys and thank you very much for joining us and being in this ecosystem. And we're going to go ahead and do it with some giveaways. So bear with me while I set them up. So we're going to give you some Uga token today. We're going to give you some Blue Umbrella token today. And we're going to give you some Bluminati token. So be prepared for that.
And
let's look at the chat real quick. How you doing, guys? How you doing, Nerdy?
People have to set the trust line for that in order for you guys to get it. So make sure you guys have that done.
Beautiful. That's a good. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
So welcome to the chat. Thank you, Silver Days, for being in here. Uncle Buster, Berserker, aka Nitro. Let me put my Nitro shades on. Hold on. Let me transform.
What up, Nerdy?
There you go.
What up,
What's up,
Optimistic Prime?
There you
How you doing, girl?
Hey, so excited to be here.
Beautiful.
King Uga. We got Lower Level.
What's up,
Trading
boys?
as always.
Girls.
What's up, man?
Just watching XRP, man. Keeping an eye on the price.
XRP's tanking.
Eh,
Time
It
to
ain't-
take a break
ain't-
from the charts,
it ain't-
man.
it ain't pretty right now. It is not
It's
pretty
not,
right
bro.
now.
It's
Just
crazy.
have to see where it
Grand
goes. I
rising
guess.
to the brethren and the Bluminati Knights family. Uga is honored to be here, vibing with the Bluminati family, weaving wisdom through memes and strengthening the vines. The path ahead is full of mysteries and triumphs, excited to witness what the future unfolds for us. The jungle grows. The energy flows.
Truth. Mic drop.
Couldn't say it even. Couldn't say it any better. Team Green, carpet
Yeah,
cleaning.
man.
If you know, you know. Excited for this Legends stream. If you can't tell, that's beautiful.
Shout out to
Welcome
Team
aboard.
Green, man. We're working on Team
Thank you.
Blue over here. We got actually Optimistic Prime was truly the first collab that we did. It took a little bit to get it going. I made her mad, I think, and then we had to just jump on here and talk it out, man. No, actually, with Optimistic, I was talking to her through people, and I'm like, man, hit the StreamYard link, let's talk. And it goes a lot easier, bro. I hate typing shit out, dude. Like, but I'm
And then
glad
2
you're
hours
here.
later.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty cool.
A girl can talk.
Yeah, we're saying backstage we could, for 1 hour show, we could all just kick our feet up and let Optimistic Prime do work. She could just run through this hour. easy peasy. It's good
Hey,
though.
I thought I was the mouthpiece. Come on.
We got two mouthpiece. That's what we're gonna end up doing. We're gonna end up stacking this with mouthpiece, man, and then just let it go where it goes, man. Let it flow.
Well, it's funny, the criticisms you have your whole life end up being your superhero powers,
I think that's the way it works, man. Like, even today, like I still get the stage fright shit. I don't as much on our normal shows, but I do on this one. It feels like right now, Bluminati Knights feels like how I felt when we started up Coffee Time in the boardroom. But the overcoming the fear of speaking publicly was a huge for me to overcome. And I actually realized that I was influential talking about sports. Like, I could get a motherfucker to watch a football game they don't give a shit about. And I was like, oh yeah, people will like listen. And then it's once I got an XRP, I started speaking more. But when I'm like passionate about something, all the fear goes away. So
Nice.
Well, I was going to say that it's also when you actually care about something that there is a little bit more of, anxiety around getting it right. So the fact that you're starting something new and you care about it, is
yeah, for sure.
You don't want to get it wrong, even though you're not going to get it wrong. I think for me, it was just trusting myself, trusting that I could talk in real time. There's a little bit of an echo on me. I'm not sure.
You sound good.
Probably.
Over here.
Things are okay on this end.
Okay.
It sounds good.
Okay, perfect. It was for me. It was just trusting that I could speak and I wouldn't make a fool of myself by the end of, live performance. Like, it is especially when you're talking about crazy shit, like that's one of the things I love about your show is that, when I found you guys, I was so impressed that you were like me, that you were willing to talk about the crazy shit in real time and talk about the, the tinfoil hat stuff and have controversy and be willing to, I think that it's a good teachable moment for a lot of people. A lot of people like to keep it safe, and that's the last thing that you guys do. And that's something I really admire about you guys, and that's why I, as soon as I found out about the Bluminati token, I was like, oh my God, they're my people.
Yeah, you did. You said that the first time you came on the show, and there was no Bluminati then. I mean, we didn't have a coin, but I remember you saying that.
I think you just released it. I think because I knew you guys were. I'd shown up at a couple shows in the comments, but it was like a couple months ago. And then when I heard that you had the Bluminati token, and oh my gosh, I can't remember who reached out to me right off the hop, one of your crew, and said that they had made. It wasn't Island Ghost. It was one of the boys, and they had made.
Probably me.
Oh, it was. Yeah,
was it lower level? I was wondering. Was it you who made the pool?
Tony
No,
Bag.
it was Tony that made the pool. He's the one that reached out first.
Was it him who wrote me?
Yeah, I think it was him that wrote.
Wow, crazy. So okay. So then that's like, because I remember being like, what? Because that was the first time anybody had, I don't know, like just not even really gotten to know. I mean, because when you make a token called the Blue Umbrella token, you know what you're getting yourself into, right? It's the same thing as the Bluminati token, but you guys had a crew and I didn't really have a crew. So when I made the Blue Umbrella token, I was pretty clear that I was, was it going to be a huge filter? Like if you know, and if you don't, you don't, if, it's either your thing or it's not your thing, And so you guys were the first ones that were like so aligned. Like they're basically, the names are interchangeable, right? Like in terms of like the new tinfoil hat, Yeah. You guys are the knights protecting the blue umbrella, That's cool. That's what I keep thinking. Or last week when you guys were chatting was a great show. And actually, shout out to Steph for selling out on our NFT collection this week. And I actually won the Dark Space prize. So it was pretty sweet. Nice. So that was awesome. And watching your show last week and how well it went was so great. And King Ugo was here, which was super great. I'm so glad that he's back. I was thinking about it last week and I was like, so, in the lore, what is it? And I was like, did they even have umbrellas back then? I'm like, they had umbrellas back. They had to have had, you have Japanese umbrellas that are 1,000 years old. Like umbrellas are a thing. But I was like, oh yeah, you're taking the castle with you. You're taking the blue castle with you, and James and I joked that when we finally have our farm, we're totally going to call it Blue Top Farms and all the roofs are going to be blue. And if you know, you fucking know.
That's cool.
Shout out to all the chat watching. We got 98 watching across the board. We're going to let this warm up a little bit, but we're going to do a spin here pretty soon. I want you guys to go ahead and put your your eligible, your I guess your numbers in the hat, and start off with that. Hashtag Bluga. Put that in the chat, guys, for a chance to win. We're going to be giving away Uga coin. We're going to be giving away Blue Umbrella token. We're also going to be giving away Bluminati. So get that going in the hopper. Hashtag Bluminati in the chat.
Giving away all kinds of things. All kinds of things.
Josie, what up,
That was
players?
funny.
What's up, pimp? Crypto Trooper. Welcome aboard. There we go. Bradley Baggins. Where's Frodo and Bilbo? I've been called this for 40 plus years. Not it, bro.
I know. Even the conspiracy stuff, though, like that's why we have less than 2,000 subscribers. You know, they pin our asses down, bro. You could ask for notifications. You ain't getting notified when we go.
You know,
live.
that's actually one of the things
anymore.
I'm so impressed by you guys. Like that you went through the apocalypse talking the truth and you somehow still have a channel.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
it's funny because
it goes
you
way
do
back.
it. Go ahead, dessert. I'm not gonna.
I was just gonna say it goes way back. When we first started this shit, this was no one else had done it, and except for the zoo, but they never let community members on. So the zoo was an old XRP group of people. It was like James Malpass and Thousand Bones and a bunch of old school XRP guys, and they did a show on YouTube called the XRP Zoo, and then they stopped doing it years ago. And then I got inspiration from that and started doing the community chat. And it was very early on, and it was on my actual YouTube channel, is the Berserker channel, which still exists. But here's the kicker: you just brought it up. I started getting blacklisted and shit. I started getting strikes for dumb shit because we would talk about like election fraud and a bunch of random shit, and
What are you talking about? There's no election fraud ever.
No.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, talking about
We
Willis?
have fair and free elections in California and in
Yeah.
the United States, Mr. YouTube.
Yeah.
Free
Mis-
elections. Fair.
So I
Don't be
started getting
conspiracy theorists. Come on,
right.
Zach.
We ran the show on my channel, and it began, and it was called Crypto Night Live, and it was about 5 years ago, and it started picking up and everything, and then I started getting strikes, and so I had to cut the possibility of me getting my entire channel blown up. Mr. Zam, what's up? So I had to cut it off, and then after that, it kind of hopped hands for a minute, and then Buster picked up the slack and then started running it about 2.5 years ago, and that's when we went full-fledged with Coffee Time and XRP Boardroom. So, but it all started years ago, and it was just homies. It was just us, 5 or 6 people.
I read something interesting just as I got on here. Did you know the apocalypse started 5 years ago today?
Holy shit.
Really?
Yep. I remember when it was announced on the 13th or something publicly in the United States. But that's crazy today, is it? Yeah. That's crazy.
And we're all sitting here because you just said 2.5 years ago, because that was about the time. I think I've had my most recent. I have Optimistic Prime 5.0 on TikTok, and I've probably had it for about 2.5 years. But I lost 4 accounts in the first 2 years, and the first 2 accounts were 56,000. So I had 56,000. I lost the account. I built it all the way back up over a course of a year. I lost it again. I made 3.0, got it to 10,000, lost it, made 4.0, got it to 2,000. Then they censored me for 2 months. So I made 5.0. So 4.0 still exists. And I actually have 6.0 and 7.0 as backup because I kept getting muted on each of them. So I would just flip to the next one. But I also have 10 imposters on TikTok, which is one of the reasons why I sort of always, as soon as that started happening, I was like, you're way too close to the mark. The fact that you're not seen, you're really censored, but they really don't want people to find you, and they really want to steal the money from the people that do find you.
That's an understatement. That right there is an understatement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is factually understated.
Oh, Prime, the people in the chat are saying you're loud as fuck. I don't think it's something that we can control, because on StreamYard, it gets choppy when you turn down her volume. So it's the optimal volume. It's just her mic on her phone is.
I can talk
sensitive.
quieter though.
Well, it's just extra sensitive.
You're fine. You're fine.
Well, the chat can fuck yourselves. Go fuck yourself. How about that?
We got the first fuck yourself at the
go.
16-minute mark. Write that down.
Write that down.
Should I write that down? Oh,
Write that
should we
down.
write that
Right.
down?
Also,
Show
while you're
us
at
an
it,
hour.
put that in the chat, guys. If you're on X, it won't work. You got to get on YouTube. Okay. The only way that this registers your entry is through YouTube. So you're gonna miss a big giveaway. So get on YouTube, put it in the chat. Hashtag Beluga. Beluga. BLUGA. Get that in there for a chance to win either Uga, Bluminati, and Blue Umbrella token. Hurry up and do it.
And while you're there, like and subscribe.
Hey, Prime.
Yep.
Bradley said that you're beautiful as fuck.
Aw, thanks. Appreciate it. I'm 42, so I think I look pretty good for 42.
Let's go.
Damn,
You
Baggins.
still got it, girl.
Damn, Baggins.
I always want to, honestly, it's funny that came up because that's something that, like, I was an ugly duckling.
Mhm.
Like, I was, at my biggest, I was 230 pounds. I was pretty depressed in my 20s, gained a lot of weight, broken. And I always wanted to get hotter as I got older. So like when I'm 50, that like people were like, damn, son, because, you see all these women, especially they're like super hot in their 20s and then they get, they don't have no passion for life anymore. Right. And I always wanted to do the opposite so that like when I finally found my man and I finally was madly in love, I could walk into a room, feel safe. Everybody would look, but he's like, I'm like, that's the one, and he's like, she's the one, and just have that like. And with James, like he found me at my worst. I mean, I'd lost a lot of weight at that point, but in terms of like, just where I was at in life, he found me where I didn't have a job and I didn't have a home. So, it was sort of like, I'm homeless and want to hang out. Ultimately he actually made a joke the other day about, people who are afraid of leaving relationships. And he's like, well, I guess you're not afraid to like, because we always talk about how we choose to be in the relationship. Like if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And we're never going to like hurt each other over it. Like if we choose to, move on, that's totally okay. We're talking about how some people stay in relationships to not lose the house and stuff. And he starts laughing because we live on a school bus, right? So he's like, well, it's not like that's the thing that's keeping you here, And I was like, true that. Like I'd be in the same situation. So but for me, it was like he found me when I wasn't the version I'm going to be, and for that, like I'm sort of excited about the future and him being able to be like, hell yeah, I chose the right one, and it's also now it's like super flattering to get compliments like that because I also feel safe where I spent a lot of years like searching for male attention and dating a lot and trying to, I got validation from those kinds of things. Yeah. And so it's a whole different way of being for me now where it's like, I'm not trying to get it. I'm just me. And ultimately, I think one of the most interesting things about the journey for me is that, fake people don't talk to fat people.
Right.
And so I really found a lot of like really unique humans over the years because it was about conversation. And that's really how I had to, I had to learn to converse with people. I had to learn how to navigate conversations and, even going to the bar and picking up, like it was, there was a conversation happening first, like, can you carry a conversation? And I think that, it's a really interesting thing. And it sort of bridges to this whole thing where, I think that we're all finding ourselves at this point and we're sort of figuring out who each other is. And so, what I've noticed about rich people is that a lot of them get insecure about whether people are there for their money or for them. And
Oscars. Did you see the Oscars?
No.
How big of an emotional train wreck that was? Holy crap. That was so bad. People just like these wealthy, good looking people just dying for attention. It's crazy. But yeah, you're 100% correct.
Hey, nerdy needs a girl. Prime, can you hook him up?
He'll find the right one.
He's a sweetie.
What the hell is hashtag blug?
What the hell is a
Beluga? For real. Change that shit. It's Beluga. Come on, for real.
We don't want to know what you do on your personal life. See, even Uga Booga agrees. No plugs, please.
Tell them, Uga. These people
All right,
don't know
guys,
what's
this is our
going
first
on.
giveaway. Speaking of Uga, we're going to give away 125 Uga right now. Okay? You better have your hashtag Bluga in the fucking chat. Do it now.
Nina
10,
in the chat. The chat is
9,
here. Let's go.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Uga. Boom.
Uga.
This is for 125 Uga. Congratulations to the prospective winner.
Lower level, get your name out of there. You don't need no Uga.
Hey, my
Joe
name.
C.
Hey,
Congratulations, Joe C.
taking that Bluga.
I saw lower level go by the screen.
Congrats,
Joe C.
Joe C,
Congrats.
hit up Uga on Twitter or any of us on Twitter. We'll make sure you get paid. Make sure you set the trust line for Uga.
Yeah.
Joe C, you just got yourself 125 Uga.
Set the trust line first before we
Very
send it,
nice.
because if we send it, it's not gonna go through. So whenever you set the trust line, write down in the comments that you did it, and then it'll be all good.
That's
But
a nice prize.
All right.
contact
Yeah, it
any
is.
of us and we'll get it done.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, just to finish up what I was saying is that I feel like we're finding each other now. And I joke that these are the people I want to hang out with on an island, you know, like I
Let's
already
go.
figured it out. So when we're all rich, it's like, these are the people I'm going to hang out with in the future for sure.
Most definitely.
Even-
Most definitely.
Even last week when Dark Space was talking about how all XRP people are just nice and try to help. But when you said the validation thing, because I always try to think why people don't listen to the message. And I think everyone has a currency that they value more, right? Right now we're sort of, our currency is, you know, cryptocurrency, of course, but you could be talking to someone where their currency is validation, or their main currency that they value is a fucking attention, right? They're not gonna receive the message, you know what I'm saying? Like, and yeah, it's just crazy, man, when you think about it. Like, because even the opportunity to come in, man, like, to go through the door, you have to take accountability. If you haven't took some sort of accountability, you're probably not going to go through the XRP door.
Facts.
Right. And then we
Big
try
facts.
to
Yep.
tell everyone, and then people get frustrated when they're not listening. They're not even close to hearing the message. But
Exactly.
Okay,
Well, and I think
you
it's
got-
also, we're so new. Oh,
you need to talk about this, Prime. Go ahead.
this is the Blue Umbrella token. I'm giving away 8,888 today. They thought we were useless eaters, but little did they know.
Exactly.
Hashtag
Boom.
PUT. Put it down. Put it in the chat for your chance to win 8,888 Blue Umbrella token. Boom. Yeah, fuck them. Go ahead, Prime. Sorry to interrupt you.
Oh, no worries. I totally lost my train of thought.
we could talk about the tipper reward though. Why
Oh,
the
shit.
buddies-
Yeah, that'd be
Go for
great.
it.
So Tipper, what is that?
Well, tipper-x.com offers a service where if you go every day, it resets every day. If you go in and watch a commercial for, you know, somebody in the XRPL ecosystem, after you connect your wallet, you will get airdropped what they call a tipper faucet, and it's tokens based on each project that's listed there, had set parameters to qualify. And so I actually hadn't set a tipper faucet for the Blue Umbrella token. I had set one for the Blue Umbrella NFT. So if you buy a Blue Umbrella NFT for 5 months now, you've been able to get 7.7 Blue Umbrella a day. Well, it's 7.5, but I just changed it to 7.7 when I signed up for you guys. So essentially, when I found you, you know, I know how hard you've been working. I know your community. I saw your token. I saw what happened to that token. Meanwhile, I've been around for a year and our market cap is $30,000. So, you know, I was like, okay, because one of the biggest things about the Blue Umbrella token, the intention was to figure out the XRPL, to figure out AMMs, and to figure out, you know, how to get it into the hands of the good people. Those were the questions I had, because I have this token called the XOM token. It's been on the ledger since November 11th, 2023. And it's supposed to be like a utility token for my app. So I'm the Wandering Home directory. And so I didn't want to screw it up. And so I felt like a meme token would be a great opportunity for people to have like a flag, like a beacon of like, hey, I'm over here. And then when you find me, you'll find out all about the things I'm up to. And so I created the NFT faucet in the fall. And then when I found you guys, I was like, these are good folk. Like, I wouldn't mind having your folk have my token. And, so that as we increase in value and, new people become liquidity, it's, liquidity for the people that I appreciate, that want to build what I want to build, that are in action to create a different world, that recognize the only way out is through, and you're the freaking hero of your own story and ain't nobody coming to save us. So, you save yourself in this scenario. So I really, that's sort of been the goal from the very beginning, that as it was being sold, it was the XRP was coming into the wallets of the people that were going to do good with the XRP. That's sort of always been my view. So I wrote you guys, I mentioned it, I think, in the first live I was on, and said like, hey, I don't know if we want to do this, but because I also had never offered anything like that to anybody, because I know that sometimes those kinds of offers can appear like, I don't know, sort of backdoorish or, like manipulative or something. And so I was really struggling. Because I hadn't done anything like that with all of the people that I've talked to. I was just like, it wasn't a thing. But just because of how I know how hard it has been to talk the truth on the internet, and the courage it takes to say all the shit nobody wants to hear. And, I really just respect you guys so much. And you've been in the ecosystem for so long, and you're bridging over to X now. And that's sort of where I've spent my time for the past 6 months. And, it's a hard slog, this It Trenches thing, the revolution will not be televised except on YouTube and on X and on IMU TV. So I reached out and at first it was like, that sounds good. But then there was, is this a smart idea? And I completely understood that conversation, because first of all, you didn't know me very well. And also, there was just conversation that had to happen. And when there was I'll be honest with you, when there was a moment that you guys might not do it, I was disappointed. I was sad, but I completely understood. And so then I was just like, no problem, like moving along, I'll just go do, whatever, no problem. And then, Uncle Buster, is like, I think there's been a miscommunication. Like, can we just chat? And I was like, sure. And so I explained how it would work. And it basically, what we decided on is if you hold 0.8 of Bluminati, so essentially 1 XRP worth, when I did the calculation, I figured, if you're in the ecosystem, you can afford 1 XRP. So not the bots that are getting, 0.0000 whatever, just to get whatever. Yeah. So I set it at 0.8, and because our market cap is so damn low, and it's every single day until the faucet runs out, I set it at 0.8 Blue Umbrella token. So if you go to tipper-x.com, you connect your wallet, and then you go to the faucet page, you watch a 1-minute video, and then it should automatically deposit into your wallet. And like Nerdy keeps saying, you have to have the trust line. So you have to have the trust line for the Blue Umbrella token to get Blue Umbrella tokens. And then I actually also set it at the same time. I set it up for Blue Umbrella. So as soon as you get that first one, you basically, you have to have, I think I set it up for, 888 blue, or maybe I did the 8,800. Actually, right now, funny enough, I should say it actually. If you scroll down, it'll show all 3 in a row on that page, like on the tipper faucet. It's like, I think right at the bottom. They actually, what delayed it, guys, is they've never had somebody offer to tip with a different, like, that you're not the same issue. Like, I'm not you guys. So they actually had to like change the way the format of the faucet, because ours now say like rewarded in, and then it tells you what token you're rewarded in. because all the other ones were like obviously get rewarded in the same token. So so I actually haven't been on it on the computer. I've only ever been on my phone. Oh, speaking of which, I have to let you guys know this because there was an announcement today. So Tipper has just launched a staking aspect to the app. We did a whole conversation today earlier, but when you come in here, you will need to refresh, clear your cache and stuff like that, guys. If you've been doing this for a while, there's a new disclaimer. One of the things we talked about today is just, like people who have Tipper faucets and, their tokens have rugged over the past 5 months or disappeared or whatever, and how they're handling that and stuff. So there's a new disclaimer. You have to accept it. And then there's a whole new staking mechanism. So if it's acting weird for you today, that's what you have to do, is just delete your cache, open it up, hit the disclaimer, the accept disclaimer, and then you'll have access to it again.
And it's simple, guys. Like, if whoever hasn't done it, you just hit connect. The Zamin wallet.
Boom.
Open your Zamin. Hits what's the tab you open up to get
The middle
to
one.
scan? The middle.
Yeah, the middle bottom one.
Zamin sign. Hit scan QR code. Scan it. And then we're just gonna claim the rewards real quick.
Yeah. Oh man, stupid thing.
Then you gotta sign the transaction.
And then bam, connected. Just like that. Boom. Bing bada boom.
Bada
go down
boom,
here.
boom, bada boom.
Go to faucets. Click that twice. Claim now. Watch the video.
Shout out to Schmeckles. Been here for a long time.
Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
I thought I knew a lot of people till I met Optimistic Prime.
That makes me feel so
Everybody.
good because 2 years ago, I didn't even know anybody in the XRPL space. I was on TikTok. So yeah, shout out to Schmeckles. If you guys aren't doing the marbles with Schmeckles on Friday nights on Twitch, you should. We give away 8,888 BUT every week, and it seems like we're a beacon. They always go. I keep topping them up, so it's permanently right now. But yeah, if you want to just scroll down for a second on that page so you can show people all the different tokens. So these are all the tokens on the faucet. If you scroll right down, and I'm pretty sure we're right at the bottom.
Rich Duck. Holla at Rich Duck.
Get your
XRP
Rich Ducks.
RDC.
We're going to do the NFT one next. Oh, there you are right there. Blue umbrella.
Yeah, so that's the first one. That's if you have Blue Umbrella. Does it tell you? No, it doesn't on this one. Okay, yeah, keep scrolling.
Who's this Ooga motherfucker right here? Who's that? Ooga. Oh, there you go. Protector.
You go.
Gosh, you do it so well. I thought it was him.
Yeah, there he
Smell that one, people. Liverpool's finest right there for you.
Okay, I didn't see it.
Okay, so maybe because it's on my phone, it comes up. So then maybe they have changed up things. So click on the Blue Umbrella. Maybe it'll show up all three then. Maybe that's how they've modified it. Because yesterday or 2 days ago, it had all the symbols there. But maybe this is how they've tried to organize it. Yeah, let's see.
Maybe at the very top because there's an NFT and a coin faucet. So
Damn, 98% claimed. Goddamn.
Guys, real quick, but put it in the chat. Hashtag
Yeah.
BUT. Put it in the
This just
chat for
goes
your chance.
For your X page.
What about the information? Informations. No way. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to them because as of 2 days ago, it had Bluminati, Yahweh, and Blue Umbrella token, and then it explained that if you hold 0.8 Bluminati, you get 0.8 Blue Umbrella token, and then the Yahweh too. So that's that sucks. That sucks, guys. I even told them I was going to be on the show today talking about them.
It'll get figured out, I imagine.
And you get Tipper coins too, right? If you do.
Yeah, so that's actually how they've launched the staking. So Tipper, yeah, and it's they're doing a whole thing on staking right now where you get extras and I'm still learning it, so I can't really shill it. But I'm really disappointed about that, to be honest with you. Like, I even checked it 2 days ago to make sure, so that when we're here, that this wouldn't happen. But it always goes that way, right? On the show today, I just reminded everybody that, you know, we are really at the beginning of a lot of people developing, and so, you know, just remember that, you know, very soon it'll all be smooth, but we also won't be able to talk to developers and get help. And so, you know, we got to give them grace. They did just launch this thing, so maybe, and they had to change it around for us. So maybe that's why, but I'll reach out to them, and I apologize that I was really hoping, yeah, your logo was on this, because that was another thing, right? Is that it made it so that your logo was on that screen without you guys having, because I knew how small your
The icon is.
no, like how few you guys made.
Oh yeah, the token.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the token supply.
Yeah.
So, you know, setting up a faucet when you have a little supply, you know, we don't have a lot, but we have 88 million, you know, which gives us a little bit more leeway in terms of, you know, because I think psychologically a lot of people like one, you know, where like you guys are already at, you know, one is a decent amount, you know. So that was another reason, is like getting people to hear about you guys and coming and seeing you, and like getting the lowdown on all the information that, like, you know, I post to my ex, but I don't have I'm not in a place really that I'm talking about all the stuff on the DL of this crazy ass world. So having your logo up there, I thought would be really great for, like, just, you know, the people looking for the truth, you know, they'd find you. And then Bluminati, like, in my world, is like pretty much as clear as day. Like, yeah, you know, if you know, you know, we're usurping the words, guys. We're taking the words, we're reclaiming them. We're taking the logos, we're taking all the symbols, we're taking the dates, we're taking the numbers, all the things they put all the fear and of, you know, God into us over. And we're saying, screw off, you know, it's our time now.
Hey, check
Well,
the
that
coin
being
faucets
said-
page.
Say it again. The coin. Yeah, he was on the coin faucet first, and then he went to the
So
NFT
faucet, you could
So he
collect
tried.
0.8 butt if you have 0.8 Bluminati. Same way you do.
Or
with
more.
Rich
It's
Dead.
not like per.
Or more,
Just a
yeah.
reminder.
Baggy said
Well,
check the coin faucet, not the NFT faucet.
He already did that. That's what he did. He did
okay.
coin
Alright,
first, and then
yeah.
he went NFT.
I did coin first,
Yeah.
but I actually did it today on accident. I meant to save it, but I collected the butt earlier. But then,
Well,
you know, Rich
Oh
Ducks
snap!
would
You
be
collected the
NFT,
butt
and
earlier.
then
Let's go.
Well, you guys can collect 8,888 butts right now if you put fucking hashtag BUT in the chat now.
Let's
We got
go.
a few more seconds, then we're gonna
One
run
more
it for
thing, let's
Blue Umbrella token.
wait.
Go ahead.
and then I'll share screen. Actually, you could just pull up the page to show them, because that looks
Also,
pretty
guys,
good.
don't
all
do
three
multiple
coins.
entries like this.
I will.
Don't fuck up the spelling. It won't register. Just do what Susan does. Hashtag BUT. Just
Yeah,
do
be
that.
like Susan. Susan's smart.
I wanna be
puts
like
hashtag
Susan.
butt in capital
Shout out to-
letters. Be like
Shout out
Susan.
to Susan. She's actually one of the co-founders of the Wandering Footprint. She's been cheering me on in the background for 3 years. So shout out to Susan.
Shout out, Susan. I hope you win this. You deserve it. What is this? What is this?
Well, this is the Tipper faucet advertisement, but this is the 3 coins that she was referring to earlier.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay. Without further ado, let's run it.
Let's run this.
Run it.
I'm not even going to give
Hashtag
you 10
butt.
seconds. I'm going to give you 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3,
For real.
2.
You better
1.
have spelt that right. For real.
Real. Congratulations. Let's go. This is for 8,888 Blue Umbrella token. Congrats to the prospective winner. Hey.
Oh,
Hey.
Bradley Cirencion. You win all the time, bro. It's like the
Congratulations.
3rd time he's won.
You're a winner.
Congrats.
Chicken dinner.
Ciren. Damn, I can't even say it now.
Ciren-
Bradley
Cion.
Cirencion. Soft C.
Surrender.
Soft
It's a
C.
soft C.
Not a hard
Yeah.
C. Cheat. No.
Chia.
Congrats, bro. Go ahead and hit us up on Twitter. Hit up Optimistic Prime, or any of us will get you paid. Make sure you set that trust line. Let's run it. I'll set up a Bluminati giveaway right now, and but we're gonna go ahead and watch a really cool Ooga video. You guys ready?
This is
Oh, yeah, I
Beluga.
wanna see
You
this.
got something to say,
Team
Ooga,
Beluga.
before we run it? got something to say, bro?
hella funny.
Exactly.
All right.
That's what
Without
I was
further
thinking.
ado, we're gonna go ahead and run this video and sit back, grab your popcorn, and enjoy.
Chris
Run
said that
it.
Bradley was Fuma.
Here we go.
Collapse. Illuminati. Deep in the jungle, the Yuga elders gather. Smoke rises. Visions appear. A path to the stars is revealed. The XRP moon calls. The brethren must unite. The Bluminati Knights descend. Cloaked in wisdom, armed with the ledger. They bring the key to the great journey. The Yugas recognize their power. Stone meets steel. Instinct meets knowledge. Around the sacred fire, hands clasp in brotherhood. The jungle and the digital world are now one. From vines, stone, and encrypted code, a vessel is born. The countdown begins, the stars await. With a thunderous roar, the brethren leave the earth. The jungle fades below, and the cosmos stretches before them. The XRP moon shines in the distance. The moon castle looms, a structure of impossible beauty. It welcomes the jungle born and the ledger bound alike. Inside, the feast of union begins. It is the key to creation, the bridge between realms. Brethren ascend. No longer just Ugas, no longer just knights. They are moonborn now, keepers of the jungle, architects of the digital age. The transformation is complete. The story is written in firelight and blockchain, carried in whispers and encrypted ledgers. The jungle and the XRP moon are forever linked. The journey never ends.
There you go, everyone.
Fire! I don't know about you, but I got
Oh, that is so
shivers.
sick.
There you go.
Ooga, blue guy.
You got something to say
That
for
was
yourself,
dope.
King? You got something to say for yourself?
Ooga, baby. Shit, that was awesome.
Ooga booga forever!
Hashtag Bluminati in the chat now for your chance to win 5 Bluminati. That's
Can't
a
fuck
fuck
with
ton of money.
Ooga. Ooga goes from a
Good.
jungle to flying the spaceship, all smiling and shit.
Get yourself
Let's
20
go.
bucks.
That was awesome.
Bluminati right now. 5 Bluminati. Hashtag Bluminati now. Do it now.
Right?
Congrats,
now.
Uga. Very nice video. Appreciate it, bro.
That was sick. That was real cool.
Yeah, Ooga, man. That was awesome, brother.
Shout out XRP Bags for all the beautiful music throughout the years. This is Moon Party, instrumental by XRP Bags. Thank you, brother. Beautiful.
It's so good.
Lower, what do you got? You got something?
Even Chris Has Issues says that was great, Ooga.
Dude, that was so good. That was
so
a
good.
sick ass video.
Hell yeah.
We'll
I was
run it
wondering how
again
that was
before
going to
the
go
end.
down. That was great.
Yeah, we'll run it again before the end. Welcome to Bluminati Knights, everyone. A space where we can talk shop. And we got a lot of cool ass creators right here.
Thank
Nerdy's
you
got a lot
for
of bullshit.
inviting Uga once again. Uga is hyped to be here, vibing with the Bluminati family and continuing to strengthen the vines. The energy is real, and the jungle only grows stronger. Red markets, just another illusion in the grand design. XRP and the entire space have been manipulated since the beginning. Waves of fear and greed crafted to shake the weak hands. But the jungle knows. The true warriors see beyond the illusion. They hold firm, they build, and they capitalize when the tides shift. The cycle repeats, but only the disciplined rise. Stay vigilant, stay patient, and stay dangerous.
Boom.
Oh,
Ooga booga forever.
Hashtag Bluminati. Put it in the chat.
Hey, I know that you guys like to keep this for an hour, which is pretty chill and pretty cool. I do have some shout outs before we go. Do you mind if I do them now while we're
Run that shit.
Run it.
All right, so I've been hanging out a lot at late nights in the lab with Banana and Team Vice City. They're part of the council, a bunch of Ugas and a Banana, and a bunch of people that are just cooking in the lab with Meme Deck and making memes and artwork and talking DJ, Jagman. Anyways, tomorrow, Mr. Dynamite showed up a few weeks ago. He actually went to Team's shop in real life, got to know him. He's starting a dose of Mr. Dynamite tomorrow at 11:11, and first people he's going to have on are Team and DJ, and I don't know about Banana, but I may be Banana. So just shout out to them tomorrow morning, 11:11 on the 11th. And then Freedom Phoenix is having his NFT launch. Super cool, guys. He actually put a blue umbrella as one of the tattoos and the ohm that I made 13 years ago that started this whole crazy ass adventure I'm on as tattoos. So that's Anna Banana. Yeah, so that's super great. That's on Saturday. It's going to be amazing. He's like actually made artwork based on the Uga Nicks that King Uga made for him. So it's like really powerful because that's one of the things that King Uga did is that he gave you full rights over your NFTs so that you can actually create artwork out of it, which I think is a super, I think the best form of flattery is when somebody takes your work and wants to expand on it. So shout out there, and then shout out to Dipato. And then there's so many other things, but those are the three things going on this week that I wanted to make sure. And your green carpet. What's his thing again? Shout out to him.
Green carpet cleaning.
Yeah, shout out to him. Steak and Bake. So he actually saw me when Uncle Buster, when we and King Uga were on Dipato show. And he immediately bought a 2025 membership. And
Nice.
and then we didn't know. We actually talked about him afterwards because he was like super, talking in the comments, and we didn't know who he was. And then he wrote me on X, and I was like, he's one of I think he's probably the first person who didn't know me at all and like just saw me, met me, and then like wanted to support my project without knowing anything that was going on. So I hung out with him and Mr. Zam, this Friday, and I told them like a lot about my project and stuff, and they realized how hard I've been working for 5 years. So they're actually trying to help me right now with an auction to get more eyes on my project. So I appreciate all of you, and shout out to all of you for just slugging along this crazy ass ride and never giving up and just being you. I just really appreciate all of you.
Bagman says he sees the Bluminati and butt token on the tipper site under faucet, but your specific reference was about staking, correct?
Right here, buddy. I saw his message. Bagman is always right. You were right, Baggy. Right there.
Yeah.
So giving away 8,000 is you qualify for the butt token. And then, perfect. Awesome. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. I was like, that's what I saw. And do you want to check? I actually have to let them know that the Twitter is wrong because it's like, it's the bird still. I'm like, guys, you got to change it to X. But can you just make sure that the Bluminati links to you guys? Because that was really the intention of this whole exercise.
What? Say that one more time.
Take and bake. Let's go.
Down below, that, like the Twitter, like check, the X that's not X, and see if it links. Because if it doesn't, then we'll definitely make sure that happens too.
Boom.
All right, sweet.
A separate page that shows on screen, so he's got a separate window that opens.
Yeah.
And you're confirming it, Buster?
It linked.
It linked.
Appreciate you.
Steak and Bake will be free.
Steak and Bake, dude. If you want to run it next week, man, can you get on here at 6:30?
Whoop book club. What do you got, that book club Prime, or what's up? What do you got?
Yeah, so Tuesday nights, that's what we're doing in the lab. I'm actually I'm going to host this week. I haven't told everybody. I talked to Team yesterday. I'm going to host it this week. It'll be on my page just to give him a break. He's up to other things right now. So we're reading The Alchemist. We're at the point where he's walked through the desert. He's trying to find his treasure, and they just get to the oasis. So it's going to be really interesting to have that dialogue. He's learning about alchemy at this point. And we read it every Tuesday night, 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We read about 22 pages, then we just talk about it. It can go anywhere. Usually goes to the woo-woo shit. Whether that's emotional healing, talking about your own journey that got you here and all the shit that you had to get through to get here,
Right.
or talking about, the energy and the serendipity and the, all the woo woo shit, all the shit that people get triggered by. That's the shit we talk about. So we decided to call it the woo woo, and it was birthed out of the lab and all the creative force that is Team Vice and Meme Deck and Banana and that whole crew. So Tuesday nights, be there if you want to just chat about the shit.
Chris, don't cut yourself, bro, because we got a Bluminati giveaway right fucking now.
Just in time, Chris. We're gonna save
Hashtag
your life.
Bluminati in
We got
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, Ooga.
Beluga.
Let's go. 5 Bluminati giveaway. That's like $20 right now, bro.
That's
Let's
$20.
go. Let's fucking go. Hey, Team Green, make everyone truly
Meth.
happy.
That's
You
meth,
are-
man. That's my
That's
birthday
meth.
buddy.
Let's
That's
make-
so exciting.
Let's make you truly happy by giving you 5 motherfucking Bluminati. Congratulations. Hit us
Yeah,
up on
shout
Twitter.
out to
Congrats
Meth.
to the mathematician.
Have you? It's not
Meth,
mathematician. It's actually the token Meth. He's Aussie.
Make-
He's his personal account's Aussie. Do you guys? Did you see his new council image that Uga made him?
I didn't.
I have
Oh
not.
my gosh, it's so epic. It's what is it called? Broke back.
Whoa.
What was that?
Easy now, easy.
What was Breaking Bad? Breaking Bad. You know the show Breaking Bad, right?
Brokeback Mountain. What?
I thought you were
No,
gonna say
Breaking Bad. The meth. Guys, the meth. Stay on track. Focus. And the gas mask. He's wearing like a yellow outfit, but he has the like make everyone truly happy. And we actually had a conversation. I stopped in on a conversation they were all having, Poor and Kashta and the whole meth crew, Cult and Obey crew. And I was asking a question, like, how did you guys decide? How did Poor decide to call it these? Because one of the things, so the story is when Meth offered me meth on my birthday because he's my birthday buddy. And so I actually was like, I just didn't respond because I was like, I can't have meth in my wallet. Like some 80-year-old grandma learns, how to go through my wallet and sees meth and Cult and Obey. Like, damn, I can't do that. And so it took me months to get over that, watching the community, seeing how cool the community was. I was like, all right, maybe I'm missing something here. And so I started looking into them. And so it occurred to me that it's like a filter. It's like the Bluminati filter or the Blue Umbrella token filter. It's if it triggers you too much, you ain't the people we want anyways. And so, super interesting that that's happened. And those communities, along with Uga, they're really teaching people how to be responsible community members. And for that, I'm truly grateful. They're really teaching people that like we can do something. We don't need all the gatekeeping. We don't need all the, we don't have to satisfy the gatekeeping bullshit. It really is community. And I was actually going to say this earlier. I learned that over the past few months, what has come to my attention is the internet of value ain't what I thought it was. The internet of value is, hearts and minds and community. And that's what really matters. And the more you go down this path, the more you realize like, one-on-one real connection with human beings is actually the true value. And that's what we're tokenizing. And that the tokens that are succeeding are the ones that are building real community and not just paying bots to, fake it till you make it kind of thing. So yeah,
Exactly.
shout out to Matt.
Yeah, community is everything. 100%. Community is everything.
We got about 5 minutes left. We're gonna cut this at an hour. We can
Already?
do more giveaways, or we could not. So probably keep you guys on the edges of your seats and make you come back next Monday. We'll do some more giveaways then. But Shout out to the chat.
Bye.
Shout out to the crew. We love you guys. Anything else you guys want to say before we depart? Dearly departed.
Yeah, Team Green Carpet Cleaning at Steak and Bake says, let's fucking go. Next Monday, 6:30, Steak and Bake right here on Bluminati Knights. That'll be fun. Another mouthpiece. Bonafide mouthpiece.
Beautiful. Also, if you didn't know, Uga's got an active giveaway right now on X, so go ahead and do that. We'll probably get integrated with X coming up here soon, you know, as far as Bluminati goes, and we'll start doing some giveaways on your end on the X side versus the YouTube side. So welcome aboard, everyone. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for integrating, all you X degens. And thank you, Optimistic Prime, for coming in and talking about Blue Umbrella and all the meshing of the worlds. So we're going to go ahead and
awesome. Today was a hella good show, man.
It was. Yeah, good shows go real
fast. This is like perfect vibe right here, man.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you're going to be sitting back watching Bucking Popcorn because we got some bullish ass videos here. We're going to run that Bluminati Uga mashup video, and then we'll finish it with the Bluminati
Meth
Dark Space. Go ahead.
I added you on Twitter, Meth. Make everyone truly happy. Send me your address. He won the Bluminati, right?
Yeah, 5.
Yep.
Yeah. Good
Thanks
shit.
so much for having me, you guys. I was super chill vibe. Love that music in the background. Love everything you're doing. You rock my world, and keep shining in the darkness. And you're super great. Thanks.
Too bad for Baggins, bro. She's married, Baggins. I'm sorry, Bradley.
Bradley.
Later.
Always want what you
Collapse. Illuminati, deep in the jungle, the Yuga elders gather. Smoke rises, visions appear. A path to the stars is revealed. The XRP moon calls. The brethren must unite. The Bluminati Knights descend, cloaked in wisdom, armed with the ledger. They bring the key to the great journey. The Yugas recognize their power. Stone meets steel, instinct meets knowledge. Around the sacred fire, hands clasp in brotherhood. The jungle and the digital world are now one. From vines, stone, and encrypted code, a vessel is born. The countdown begins, the stars await. With a thunderous roar, the brethren leave the earth. The jungle fades below, and the cosmos stretches before them. The XRP moon shines in the distance. The moon castle looms, a structure of impossible beauty. It welcomes the jungle born and the ledger bound alike. Inside, the feast of union begins. It is the key to creation, the bridge between realms. Brethren ascend. No longer just Ugas, no longer just knights. They are moonborn now, keepers of the jungle, architects of the digital age. The transformation is complete. The story is written in firelight and blockchain, carried in whispers and encrypted ledgers. The jungle and the XRP moon are forever linked. The journey never ends.